What's happening, guys? So I am back from my trip. We had an amazing time, had the absolute time of our lives in Hawaii. And actually, I have a lot of video. I have like 250, like almost 300 clips from this trip. And I'm going to do a video eventually on the trip, but it'll be a while. It's going to be a huge edit, but I think it's going to be really cool. And I'm going to like just having it for myself and my family to look back on, but I think you'll really enjoy it when I do bring it out. So look forward to that within the next week or two, hopefully. But anyway, with vacation on my mind, that's what I kind of wanted to talk about today as I get back to more consistent YouTube content, and that topic being like how to handle things on vacation, or basically not even really how to handle things on vacation, but more so how flexible dieting can help set you up for a better vacation, not only in terms of your eating behavior, but how much you enjoy it and all that kind of thing. So here's the biggest problem I used to have with vacations. So when I was a clean eater, so to speak, and I looked at foods as good versus bad, whenever I'd go on vacation, it would be like, well, I'm off plan now, screw it. I'm just gonna eat as much crap as I can, and I'm gonna stuff my face until I feel full, and then I'm gonna stuff my face some more, and then I'm gonna be really full and feel sick to my stomach, and then I'll eat a little bit more. And why do you do this? Well, it's because you have this like mentality of I'm not gonna be able to do this again. I'm off plan. I'm gonna enjoy these foods, so I need to enjoy them while I can because I'm never going to have them again. You know what I mean? So you get this behavior of like, I just need to binge as much as possible. Now, that can create, not only can you gain a whole lot of weight when you go into a vacation with this kind of eating behavior, which that's not necessarily a problem, but then on top of that, once you get back, it's going to be that much harder to get back on track, right? So you come back and you feel bad about your behavior, you feel bad about what happened, and it makes it that much harder to get back on track again. And now your 1 week turns into several weeks, can turn into several months, and it's not necessarily even just that vacation that became the problem, or how you ate during the vacation, but what kind of snowballs from it. So this is the big part of why getting away from looking at foods as good versus bad and creating a better relationship with food is such a big thing, because now for me on this last trip, I still ate whatever I wanted, and I think it's important for the majority of people, depending on circumstances, to not worry about food, to go on vacation and just enjoy it. And for me, like, life is all about experiences and memories, and what are you going to regret more later down the road in your life? If you go on this exotic vacation, and are you going to regret like staying on your food plan and staying on program and not gaining any weight and not really fully experiencing the trip and the culture and the food and everything else? Or are you going to regret eating the food that you want to eat, enjoying the experience, enjoying some of the different cultures, and maybe coming back up a couple pounds? Like, it's not a big deal. And I would much rather enjoy the time, enjoy the experience, and create those memories and create those experiences with my family. But that doesn't mean that you have to just binge your face off and eat like an asshole. So there's a pretty big difference here. So for me, what I did was I ate whatever I wanted. I didn't restrict myself from anything. If we went out for pizza, I ate pizza. If we wanted to have some Mai Tais, I had plenty of Mai Tais. But the difference was I didn't like just eat so much that I felt sick to my stomach. I just ate till I was full and I was done. And the thing with vacation is, like, most people are so much more active on vacation than they are at home, especially when you're going to new places that you haven't really been to or you don't see very often. You want to explore, you want to walk around, you might, like we went hiking up Diamond Head and things like that. So you end up getting a lot more expenditure. You go to a theme park, you're walking around all day, so you're always moving, so you get a lot more expenditure. So a lot of times what happens is, even when you go on these vacations and you eat more than usual and you don't eat a lot of high quality foods, you still roughly maintain your weight anyways by the time you get back, just because you've expended so much more energy. And especially if you're not binging your face off because you have this bad relationship with food, you're still kind of controlling your calories enough. You're not necessarily paying attention to calories, but you're not eating so much that it can kind of really get out of hand. And this happens because you're not restricted anymore, and you don't feel like, well, I have to eat as much as I can because I'm not going to get these anymore, right? Like it's amazing how cravings change, because it's like you're not going to crave things that you can have whenever you want. Like, cravings happen because you restrict yourself and you feel like, well, I can't have these because they're bad. And now, I mean, what do you always want? You want the thing that you can't have. As soon as you tell yourself you can't have something, you're going to want it. So that's a big part of flexible dieting, changing your approach. and not looking at foods as good versus bad, and creating a more healthy relationship with food, and not just thinking this food is good and this food is bad. So that's kind of the point I wanted to make of this video. I could do a different video, which I think I actually have in the past, about how to approach going into a vacation and how to approach your vacation dieting based on your certain behaviors, your certain goals, and where you are in your dieting phases and what you have planned. You know, there's a big difference between someone who's like in a prep versus someone who's, you know, general population just trying to lose some weight, versus someone who is in a building phase versus someone who has been cutting for a while. So if you want to see that video, let me know and I will create that. But for this video, it's just kind of to talk about how creating a better relationship with food can really help, not only just in everyday life, but especially in these situations like vacations where we're out of our normal element, we're out of our normal control and our routine, and how it can be so beneficial and not only allow you to stay on track with your weight a little bit better, but just enjoy life more. It's so much more fun to go on vacation and not even think about food, to not even worry about it at all, and to not feel guilty about how you eat, or feel like you're missing out because you're not eating the things that you want to eat because you think they're bad. Like, it's huge. So that's what I wanted to say today. Any questions, drop them in the comments below. Anything you want me to cover, drop it in the comments below as well, and I will see you guys in the next video.
I'm addicted to the love that you're giving. Every minute, every day I've been craving.